What is going on, community? What is going on, people of Earth? Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna let you finish. I know Terrificon was this weekend. I know you all want to talk about it. It looked good. I saw pictures. The community was together. I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty of videos with our community members coming back, sharing their experience, sharing what they picked up, who they met, all of these great things. But before that happens, I want to talk to you about my experience at the Urban Nerd Con in Montgomery, Alabama this weekend. I stopped by on Saturday to meet up with a couple of friends and to see what was happening. So they had booths with all sorts of people, from designers and artists, and of course comic book producers, creators. They had a few special guests in the house. They had a retro gaming station. They had all of the good stuff going on at the Urban Nerd Con. This is the first year, and it was kind of small, but still it was pretty fun. I got a chance to chop it up with a few creators, talk business, get to know some personal stuff about them, about their publishing companies, about their creative process, and overall we had a good bit of fun. I only stuck around for a little while. I may or may not go back out to maybe see some people I didn't meet. I've got to think about that, but I did want to share with you what I picked up, who I talked to at this con, and yeah, we're gonna jump into that really quickly. First thing I picked up, well, actually, the last thing I picked up right before I left. I don't know if you can see the King's Canvas, local guy named Kevin King, who is not only an artist, but the King's Canvas, I guess, is a space to kind of encourage other local artists to come out and kind of share their art and, get into the hobby and do whatever they will with it, whether it's trying to get into the space as a business or just to share it with others. But this one print I picked up from him really jumped out at me. And as you can see, you have the Black Panther and Bast here, but they are over the Edmund Pettus Bridge, which is in Selma, Alabama. So that was one cool thing I picked up from Kevin King. Actually, like I said, on my way out. I didn't see the booth at first, but on my way out, I got a glance, and I had to at least pick up that print and get a card, and who knows what'll come of that. Next thing I did, well, actually, I guess is in the reverse order. I'm all backwards tonight. But I met with, I think it's Bradley Golden from Second Sight Publishing. They had a booth set up, and so I sat there and talked with him about 10 or 15 minutes about Second Sight and about the comic book business, especially as an indie producer in general, and I picked up a couple of books. Actually, I picked up one book, but it's 3 copies of this one book. We talked about Second Sight and how Second Sight is really getting into the horror genre, and how horror is kind of taking over the indie book process at large. But after we started talking about all of the horror, after we got through talking about horror, I decided that I wanted a non-horror book. And so I got, and I think he said that this is a 0 issue, but this book is called Victoria Black, which you see, of course, you see Victoria Black on the cover, and it's about a lady who works 2 jobs. She has a day job, and then she has a night job as a hit person, I guess you would call her. But apparently she spared one person and has since kind of had a family life, and the company she works for did not like her sparing this one person and having a family life, and so now her and her children may be in peril. The pitch sounded really good. Like I said, he said this is a 0 issue, and I think more issues are coming out of this in the fall. So I'm going to give this a read, but I really did like the premise, and I think it's going to come through in the clutch. But that is Victoria Black, I assume issue 0. Now, you ask yourself, why did I need 3 copies of that? Because we have this issue here, and I think this cover is the one. This cover here of Victoria Black. This is the one. This is I eyeballed this cover for like 5 or 10 minutes off and on during the conversation, and I knew I was going to walk away with it. He cut me a pretty good deal on the 3 books combined, so I'm really happy. And like I said, we're going to check out issue 0. Hopefully it's good, and hopefully they follow through with more issues in the fall or the winter, as he said, and we'll see what Victoria Black does. Next couple of books I picked up are from John Robinson IV. And it is issues 1 and 2 of a book he wrote called Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, as he tells me, is a story about ancient powers basically linked to your astrological sign. And so the main character, who is a Scorpio, has access to this, I forget the name of the sword he called it, but has access to this magical sword. And the main character has access to the magical sword because she is a Scorpio, but she does not want any parts of what's going on, of these powers, of the history. However, the ancient powers that be, who kind of, I guess you could say they're kind of responsible for these astrological sign-based powers. They punish her because she doesn't want to have the responsibility that she's basically born into. But he ran me down a couple of other characters. Like he asked me if I was what my sign was, and I told him I was a Sagittarius. And apparently, like, the Sagittarius character has access to this magic dust that lets the user phase in or phase out, kind of like Kitty Pryde from the X-Men, and also lets the user use the dust to make other people phase in or phase out, and only she can use it properly. If you're not the person who's supposed to wield this ability, you could phase yourself out of existence, maybe cut yourself in half with a brick wall, something like that. Either way, Scorpio issue number 1 and issue number 2 sounded really interesting. So I checked them both out. He signed them both. Also, Bradley Golden signed both of my all of my second sight books. So that was pretty cool. But that is another pickup from the con. And then I kind of wrapped my experience up with my guy, Brian D. Covington, from Between Magic and Dreams, or as he says, Brian D. Covington, the writer of Between Magic and Dreams. Of course, this is not a comic book. This is a novel, and I've had both of these books already, but I wanted to stop by, talk to him a little bit, chop it up, see how the process is going, see how the con experience is going for him, because he's in full con mode now. I think he's heading to Sarasota a little bit later, or either in August or September. But I got me a couple of bookmarks. Got him to sign the book for me. There we go. All that is great. But yeah, so Between Magic and Dreams is basically a book where we're starting off with, like, in Atlanta with these lights that are different colors. For some reason, science is trying to explain it or explain it away, but we come to find out that there's more at play, and then magic comes into play, and this character Quinn is basically responsible for saving existence. We'll put it like that. What I didn't figure out, and I should have known this because I backed this Kickstarter, but what I didn't figure out is that this is not the normal cover for the book. This is a Kickstarter exclusive cover for this book. So he showed me the regular book has like a volcano or a mountain in the background. I forgot the name of the mountain he told me, but this, of course, has Atlanta in the background. So that was also cool. And then grabbed me a couple of knickknacks. Got me a little Between Magic and Dreams sticker, as I see other people do on YouTube. And also I grabbed me a Between Magic and Dreams pen, so that way when I want to, I can wear it around. But that was kind of what I did, my con experience for the Urban Nerd Con in Montgomery, Alabama. It was pretty fun. Like I said, first year, it wasn't huge, but good things happened. I hope that they come back bigger and better next year, and I'll be around to see it, hopefully. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you saw something you liked. If you did enjoy yourself, go ahead, hit that like button. And if you want to keep up with me going to cons, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Of course, feel free to leave comments. And as we always do at this time, love yourself, love others, and I will be back in a flash.